Alright, word. Now I be on. I just wholeheartedly admit I be fucking shit up for myself on some real shit though. It's like nigga, like for real though. Chick was like, you should do your videos next to a well lit window. Like, I mean, it's a great idea actually. You like, nigga, fuck, like, just because. God, damn, this motherfucker. Oh, fuck. You just be touching shit. That's what's up, man. But this one, I'm just gonna, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. I came along the way because it's like niggas say why, like, history matters, but it's more to make a great point to drill the point in, right? If you like that. I'm gonna mention first. Well, either way. You know, because I could be like, oh, so why I mentioned that? Because I learned, like, not so much how to, it was on accident, technically. I only did one thing, so if anyone went to, like, an acting actual school, I went to, like, a thing that wasn't for acting, though. I think it was, like, yeah, I can wholeheartedly say it was a modeling agency. So I'm going, like, oh, shit, I'm going to be the next runway model. I go there, she's like, you have the facial structure. I don't know what the fuck, I don't know what the chick said, but I'm saying. But I went there because, nigga, I just basically, you know, the back history, the backdrop, the backstory of this. So yeah, like I met Shorty at the motherfucking, just saying somewhat of a, it was a talent. I would have to say like more of a talent show. I can't really say a fashion show. I was just doing certain type of shit. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But then we went to the next one. So I'm like, yo, that was cool as fuck. But it don't pan out the same way, like, nigga. Cause anyway, y'all can actually see a picture, but how I was doing this, like, you don't do that, cause it's like you can be blocking the name brand shit. I'm like, nigga, fuck it, and I'm like, nigga, as it, fuck it, alright. Why I said it though, cause even for what I went there for, you had to have, like, I guess you would say it's kind of like a fucking curriculum, so it's like a schooling thing. So what I'm saying, even though I'm there for, say I'm going to college for a communications major, it don't mean my first year I don't have to take the basic curriculum. So it don't mean I don't have to take, so for me, for instance, at one point I was a communications major, but I transferred different majors. So I'm saying, okay, but I still had to take a history class my freshman year. You understand? Oh yeah, so yeah, history. I still took an English one, even though you could think that was, I'm trying to think of like different things. So certain places they call it different core curriculums, but it's basically, yeah, even if you're in certain things, you're still taking different classes than what you're going for, even if you have, so even every class, when I was, okay, so basically when I was in communications, I did a whole bunch of different, not a whole bunch, that's my point, when I was in that, it's more simple for me to say, I just enjoyed it, which is, I didn't like, I'm like, I'm good with this shit. It was funny, I think it was more of, I may have been an actual, like, never mind about the details, but it was like a professional writing class, and like, it was a certain thing that I'm like, this is not even, this is, for whatever, it was like not applicable to what I fucking wanted to do, or just fucking either just, if it was just boring or whatever the fuck it is, I don't know what the reason was, I didn't like that shit, but certain classes, that's what I'm saying, certain classes in communications major, I really enjoyed. I'm like, yo, this is amazing ass information. So what I'm trying to say on that point is, yeah, so, in the same way, so here's a perfect example. Yeah, I remember this chick's name, I still remember dude's name too, I remember his name too now I think about it. But either way, it was a certain type of like, so in college you do presentations, right? So either way, I mean, I can't say it, because yeah, I'm speaking to people in different majors too, so one dude, he was like in a certain major, there's more reading, as opposed to more presentations, fuck it, you know what I mean? So either way though, I just remember where this place was. It was like called like the Speaking Center. So one of them things there, somewhat the same thing I did in another field with the whole modeling agency place. But yeah, so it was that. My point was, I'm going on and on, but it has to do with like the acting part. So even though I was there for that model shit, I had to ask. I'm like, damn, I didn't come for acting. I'm like, fuck it. We all had, so it was like a classroom. We all had to go up and do the shit, but I forget what it was. So I actually realized, yo, it's not this. But basically, I think it was like you're talking as you're having a conversation. But I think it's just to the damn camera, or whatever the shit. So either way, it's kind of like improv. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like certain tech, or certain even just things you're doing it for a purpose. You understand? So what I'm saying is even like when you're practicing how to public, for not even public speak, is more what I'm saying for a presentation, where it's more so you're not even trying to be a public speaker. It's more just everyone's public speaking, getting in front of the class, making a presentation. So it's just a different form of public speaking. So what I'm saying is the same stuff. It's just different aspects of the same thing. So there's different things. But if you go to like the thing, one of the techniques is you record yourself so you see how you move. Like, oh, I didn't know right? I sound like that. All right. But the same way you'll have like two different things. So that's not my point, but that's why I'm grateful for the freedom of more. Like that's why I will say this. Like on two of my channels, I can make videos past 10 minutes. 2 of my channels, I can't. I mean, that's basically just. That's why I wasn't even. I meant to say it a different way. 2 of my channels, I have to make sure it's under 10 minutes if it exceeds. So you get what I'm saying. But 2 of them, I can extend past the 10-minute mark. So it's really, that's what's up. But I'll say that though, I just gotta be cognizant of that point, the space on the. But that's not really the point. So. And I gotta be aware of the powers. I had to play this in soon. Make sure I know what that shit is. But I'll actually when I'm going to get the charger real quick. I'm gonna think about the actual topic of the video, because I even prefaced that where it didn't even need to be prefaced by any means at all. But I'll be right back. He's like, what I meant to say, I'll be right back, but you know what I'm saying? So I was like, back like I never left. He's like, let's go, hold on. Fuck that, I don't give a fuck. I'm just, fuck it, I don't feel like having this shit pause no more. Fuck that, alright. Fuck it. Let me get my adjusted perfectly correct. Fuck all that. But my point is, that's what's up though. I would want to pause this shit, but fuck it, I'm not even gonna do that. Well, let me just regather a certain topic, a certain thing I wanted to bring up at this juncture. Hold on. Oh, perfect. I mean, that was that that muscle up there working. You may not call my brain, but I did cheat my arm. So it reminded me. I'm be honest, it reminded me. So what I'm saying is, what you see isn't just what I do. So a lot of shit that I'm grateful I can have the capability. So I be thinking of ideas. So my other thing is I'm not a person who I have a bunch of great ideas but never make them happen. It's just more to make them happen. Like making this happen, I'm taking away from making something else happen if I need to be present and do it. So that's why I would say it like this. Well, I'm not going to mention all that, but let's just get to the point of I understand, period. You don't have to see me doing stuff when I'm still doing stuff. Because even if what you think is solid, what you think is set, no. But my whole thing is like because if you would say, oh, I can tell you, but either way, I'm just saying if I had this size shirt on, I remember that I'm not gonna mention that, but it's funny story. But if it was the same, if you want to say bagginess, and it went down to here though, you may not have no indication, and you may not say you don't look like you work out. That's not my point. My point is, if you can see someone's physique more of a, if I was wearing like a damn muscle shirt, I think it's called, then you may be able to have an indication. But you may never see me work out. Like you may see me work out every day, so it's like, oh, I noticed you work out every day. Or you may be like, Well, do you work out? Why aren't you working out? It's more like I do work out. You just don't see me. But then sometimes you can say, well, damn, that motherfucker must work out. When really, because some people will say like, you look like a person who could just eat whatever they want. I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter. Like whatever. So what I'm saying, whatever I say in any regard, because sometimes you can't just have a naturally certain type of frame. And I mean like, you understand what I mean? Like a bigger frame, a bigger body build, whatever the word would be. That's what I'm saying by frame. I mean, I know what you're saying. Like what? Nah, so that's what I mean by that. In that sense. So, but yeah, because that's the thing. Even like some people would be like, notice my veins. But that's the thing though. It doesn't matter. Like even what you see, what's the different levels of work put into different stuff. Where sometimes you don't have to put in a certain amount of work just to get the appearance of something. I'm not even talking about just the appearances. Is not what you actually see. I'm saying the work that goes into what your stuff people can see, even if you can't see. Like I said, if I'm more so wearing a damn big ass jacket, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just talking about that type of just work at this point. Because say I didn't make no type of, or just if they say, well, you don't work, it's not a once you don't work, you work. I'm saying if I didn't work on damn, I'm saying if I didn't put in any type of, if I didn't make any type of video, put in the damn, you know what I'm saying? Then you wouldn't even see my face on YouTube if it wasn't. I mean, this may not even be on YouTube, but go on YouTube. It can go on something else. But either way, the point I'm making, if you see me out and about, okay, we'll say this: you can see me in Alaska if you have YouTube in Alaska. But if I'm in Texarkana, Texaco in this motherfucker, then if you're in Alaska and I'm in Texarkana, Floricono, nigga, you're not gonna be able to see me in Alaska because I'm in Texarkana, Floricono, unless we're fucking FaceTiming. But if I'm not in a public damn platform, whatever the case may be, either way, then even if I had the same mind frame, even if I spoke just on a different, like, you understand what I mean? Instead of speaking on camera, I would say speak on a microphone in a whatever. That's what I'm saying. It's just not the same thing. I can be saying the same exact thing. It's like, oh, you get booed. You just don't have a crowd. Nigga, that's not the point. Yeah, good. But I'm just saying, it's not even the point I'm making. So, just because you see me right now, but you don't see me right here, it's like, well, I still have this beard. Just because you don't see my beard when I'm over it. You don't see my beard, now you see my beard. You understand? Don't mean I don't have a beard. I do have a beard because if you didn't see me, do I have a beard or do I have a goatee? Do I have a mustache? Well, technically I can say I have both, but I'm saying this is the mustache, the goatee. The beard, I guess that's where that comes into play. But I'm saying, it's not the point. I'm like, I'll be right back. And then I come back. I mean, like, hold on, I'll do like this. I'll come back like I never left. But then, niggas say, I'm back. But then I step back into the scene, right? So I'll be like this, watch. But say I did just go upstairs and come back. And they're like, wait a second, what the fuck is different, nigga? Something, what God did is that different? Because I went up, say, and shaved. Then it's like, nigga, but if I didn't come back after I said I'm gonna come back, or even if I didn't say I'm gonna come back, I can still shave it after this, which it don't matter if I am or not. I'm saying shit can change, and if depending on how fast I can grow a beard, it can still be, I can have a 5 o'clock shadow at 5 o'clock, or if I shave again, then my 5 o'clock shadow ain't gonna be there just because I shaved again. Wow. For real though. Salute the Aqua with that finesse game, you know what I'm saying? Just gotta do that real quick, just because that remind me of that's what's up. That's what's up too. Alright, word. Hey, shout out to the word. G-O-D for sure. Hey. Yeah, all right. Oh, nah, I'm certain I came on because of this certain thing. The heck? So I actually forget what the fuck I came on. But at this point, at this particular juncture, whatever the fuck, never mind. But I'm grateful I did though, because that's the thing. My ideas, I could just flow with them. So this was a great fucking video in my point of view. I just forget what the initial thing was, but I'll have a whole bunch of ideas, but I'm grateful I can let them go if I'm not gonna do it. So the fuck what? If I have an idea to do some shit, that's what I'll say like this. I'll have an idea to make coffee, and sometimes I mix it up with certain shit a certain way. Whether I record it or not, I'm gonna do it. But either way, even if I have an idea and I don't do it and don't record it, even if I have an idea, if I don't do it. So that's why I understand no matter how great the idea, no matter how not great the idea, even all the ideas, you don't even want to do every idea you have. So it's everything that entails an idea. An idea is great, and then when you can put it into play, in action, implement it, that's a great thing that you can do it. But all things you don't necessarily want to do. No matter how great the idea is, or no matter how not great it is, sometimes you even implement a not so great idea, but it's more so because the idea ain't formulated. But the reason why you're implementing it, that's a great idea to do it. It's a great let's fuck the idea, let's get to it, and we like, fuck it, we'll figure it out on the way, nigga. So it's more like, nigga, yeah, because I'll say this, even the greatest ideas, fuck, I'm not gonna, the quote is that they be dead and buried because they never were actioned and taken upon of. No, that's not that. I'm saying more so, even the greatest ideas. Okay, we'll say like this. We'll just make it so much a plan. If I plan, say I hop in a car, I plan to go straight down the street, but then, oh shit, there's a detour. Okay, well, my plans are off, but do I know how to take this detour? Like, I'm going down a detour, like, damn, I was prepared for this amount, so maybe I just need to turn back around and find a different location, the same place I'm going, because even a detour is too much out of the way. So now I got my gas tank I wasn't prepared for that, so it's more I have to change the whole entire plan, I'm not gonna go either way. But I'm saying, even though it was one time I was going to a certain store at nighttime, and I believe it did say like detour that way, or maybe it didn't have like how to get back on the track, and it was literally this. I just turned around because it was just like going down here, because it's like basically like a highway that you can't really cut across. You got to go to a certain thing. Now I know how to do it, but I'm saying not even technically I can. So that's what I'm saying though. So my point is, even if it's not even a great idea, it's just, I'm about to head to this place I always go. Even if it's a detour, you're still getting thrown off your plan, but it could just be a detour. You know how to do it yourself. You know the options, but even you just follow the sign, detour, and then detour back on detour, and then detour, they have the fucking arrows. So either way, you're still taking a different route, even though you didn't plan for it. But the fact is, you knew where you were going. So my whole thing is, even if you have a great idea, even to work the damn idea, how you planned it, it can be better or either way. It's just the ability to adapt is a great fucking idea in itself. You know what I'm saying? Same way, I'm like, fuck it, because sometimes I'm like, nigga, I'm not trying to like, nigga, I'm gonna say like, what's the word? Because I don't like certain words, and like, that's why I told my mom, I mean, you gotta use different words. Like, you want to like, she was like, I don't know what the fuck words. She was just like, it's not even. I don't like the word you're using in that to like pamper up. I'm like, nigga, it sounds like I'm patting my, what do you call it? Like, it's like, I'm gonna date like. A girl would maybe like, I need to go powder my nose, like, nigga, like, I mean, you could say that. I mean, that could just mean like you're just excusing yourself. I need to go to the toilet, or I'm just saying it's more like if I said the same thing, it's like, fuck exactly. I don't know what powdering your nose means unless it's you actually powdering your nose. I get it, but I'm saying that's my point. Because I'm not saying I don't think. No, it's just she uses a certain word where it's like you have to. I had to tell her, like, you have to use a certain word to say the same thing. What you're trying to, what you're looking to portray to me. Like, you could just use a different word. Is my point. Because it's gonna be a whole different. I'm not gonna be like, nigga, I'm offended just by the fact you're just saying. I gotta give a whole bunch of different ways you can put it. You can choose from the different topic. Like, you need to go, like you say. I mean, even just like freshen up. Like, even just if you want to just even say, you understand? Like, this is just the different ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta go rub your go. Like, I'm just saying it in general now. Go rub your teeth in a circular motion. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, oh, brush your teeth. Oh, you meant brush your teeth. Like, yeah, why didn't you say it like that? What are you talking about? It's like, well, you know, because you brush your teeth and you can put it in a circular motion, but it's like, I didn't actually go like, it's like, nigga, but I get what you're saying, but I'm saying, why did you just say go brush your teeth? Like, it's like, but I get what you're saying now. I just didn't know what the fuck you was talking. You like romanticized, and it's a good thing, but I'm saying, just what are you actually saying? It's just a totally, all you can say is go home. Massage your tongue when you're really just saying, like, do you brush your tongue? I'm just saying in a sense of it, you don't brush. I just don't brush because it's more like the rubber part. I like the certain type of toothbrush. I'm just saying, you're saying the same thing. It's just, and that's not my point. That's not my point. My point is sometimes I'll be like, nigga, I'm not trying to get on the damn camera in this motherfucker. I gotta go this heck just setting the shit up. Like, I gotta log in, sign in. You know what I'm saying? To the point, I'm like, damn, I'm coming on the damn camera stressed out as fuck just because it took so much damn energy. I'm like, I'm exhausted at this point, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I forget what the damn topic even was. Just trying to log in, nigga. I'm like, I forget what the damn. I mean, tech. That's what I'm saying. I can write it down. That's not my point. It's more like, nigga, I'm like, the whole energy is different at this point. So that's why it's like you can plan stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I can say I can plan for a change of plan. Wouldn't that be amazing? I could even see the vision right here. If y'all can see like the vision I can see right here, that'd be amazing. Like, y'all, if like picture me painting such a perfect fucking picture, you could literally see this shit. Like, nigga, that'd be amazing. But I mean, because my words just fucking portray the picture in your eyes. You're like, damn, I can really see it. It's like, damn. But I'm not talking about what the damn app. It's like, I forget what the app is called. But you know how I can like edit it and shit. Like, oh my goodness, is this really happening? And I'm really doing this shit. Like, damn. And then like, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, that is possible. I mean, I actually realized that shit is possible. But I'm saying, if it was really, I was just really painting such a vivid picture. Even the next time you watch it, you've seen a picture that's completely different light, and there wasn't no edits. Like, oh my, I'm gonna change it every time, so it's like, oh my goodness, it's like I see something new each time. Yeah. I'm out there just because there's so many places this could go, and I mean just this vehicle, right? This they call the body of the esoteric plane, right? You know what I'm saying? Shit. On this plane we're living on. No, anyway. Which is a good thing to say though, because I'm like, damn, I actually have some shit like, it ain't nowhere around. I'm saying I got a crystal, which is interesting. I remember getting that the day I got that one specifically. I'm certain. Yo, that's the thing. I don't want to mention that shit. It's interesting. I always remember this. I hardly ever bring it up though, because it's kind of like irrelevant to the damn thing. But either way, yo, I swear I got 2 crystals that one day. So maybe I'll just look at this shit and, I'd be like, yo, this is a nice one, this is what this is. But basically, I was thinking, this girl was sitting right here. And I'm in a certain thing. But my point is, first, let me make this point first, because I'm even thinking I could travel. So one of the crystals I got, and it may not have been this day, but I believe it was the same spot, though. But it was like for safe astral traveling. So I learned about astral traveling, I remember one specific day. I went was a Sunday. I remember exactly where I was, etc. That's not my point though, because I'd be like an astral travel meditation, whatever the case may be. But that's why I like to kind of do research first. If y'all even think about what I'm saying with that, that's why I like to research certain shit. That's why I don't just. I'll take action, but understand like, okay, yeah, that's why I'll say this. I read somewhere, but this was literally years ago, so it may have been. I'm just saying, not even just read somewhere. Like it could have been any type of thing, but it's more. I can say in my mind, it's a reliable resource only because, but it's like, where was it from? Like that's not the point I'm making. My point is, it gave me like I could do this for it. It's just like because a great entrepreneur or whatever is cool with ambiguity, which basically I may have looked up so what's ambiguity mean, or it may have just been like what ambiguity is. It's kind of I'm just breaking this into my own words now. I probably didn't say cool, but ambiguity is cool with uncertainty, or is comfortable. We could even say, or just with uncomfortability, but or just use comfortable. I'm like, you mean comfort zone? No, I'm saying like comfortable with uncertainty, or just they're still gonna take the action even though everything's not just. You understand? Like that's why I like kind of well certain stuff I can say. Never mind about that, because certain things like I like to. We'll go back to school, for instance. In school, you have a syllabus, so you still have an outline, even though there may be extra. It's gonna be extra stuff involved. But even at the beginning of the thing, even at the beginning, we can say of a particular class, you have an outline. But even at the particular beginning, even before you go, you can say, okay, so you can say the average, or just the outline of a bachelor's degree is a 4 years degree, right? So it's more like there's an outline. So specifically, you may go in there already knowing from a real young age what you're even before you even get to, way before you get to college. That's dope. See, boom. It lands me right back in the same place where the fuck I was even coming to even before I got on this motherfucker. Let's get to it. Alright, let's get to it. And I ain't gonna fucking, what I will do though, I'm gonna change the topic. I ain't gonna make another video with it. And I'm gonna work on my focus. Cause I'll be back in I probably shouldn't be 20 minutes, but I'm gonna do 20 minutes. Cause I got something to do. But I wanna change the whole setting anyway. But you'll see what I do. But hold on. But I remember what I even came on for. So let's see how I do it. But it ain't the best time right now. But we gonna pick it up. Now I'm grateful though, cause I'm grateful I didn't really stick to like the whole entire essence of changing the whole thing. I just didn't look down and see. I'm gonna still have to like shift this around. I'm gonna still do it. But it was funny though, cause. But if anything, I wrote down something. I'll show what I wrote down. That's what's up too. That's what's up. They like that. So yeah, I actually have a cigar. This ain't the type of cigar we're talking about. So, but even so, I'll show you the title of it. It was gonna be down here, and like when I came back on, it was like boom, 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 boom. Nah, man, see though. That's what's up. It's that. I don't know if I did it well, but it was like, you ain't done it. You know what I'm saying? We're scribbling on nah, so. But if you know, you know. Nigga said if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? That was that. Let's see, did I do right? I think that was that. Did I do all right? Nigga, she's nice. Nigga, she's nice. You know what? I'm like, damn. Not to, you don't hear crickets, but damn, it's like, shit, nigga, girl's like, am I doing all right? I'm like, oh my goodness, aren't you? Nigga? And it was like, woohoo, like damn, I'm like nigga. Alright though. But what I say? But I don't think I got me kind of off track. But down, boom. I swear that's that DMX fucking what's his name? The intro. You know what I'm saying, which I'm trying to think of how. But either way, that's not the point. That's my point. I actually get. You know what I'm saying, it's the not flesh, not flesh, not blood. It's hell. It's you know what I'm saying, that's not the point. That's my point though. So. But that's the whole thing. Is interesting, the history part of it. But it was interesting because even like I was listening to something. Someone was quoting biblical things. So it may have been Yaki, but when he was doing he was more on the Hebrew Israelite like channel. But either way, because he was just saying stuff. I'm like, oh snap, yo, because I was like, yeah, DMX actually was, yeah, obviously. I have even God fearing. That makes sense. Cause he said something like, yo, it was literally, he said, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know. that was even like literally biblical as fuck. And that was, you understand what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying, familiar. So that's not my point. And even the thing, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know. Oh, so blood red, boom, blood red. I didn't even realize. That was the second thing in that same thing. Like, oh shit. He said it written in blood. I always seen that shit, but I didn't know what it was. Because it was a certain text. I'm like, oh, that's what that means? It was written. It said by him in the Bible. Alright. I didn't know that till like maybe not 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago, but it wasn't no more than 2 months ago. 2 months ago. So that's what's up. But either way, so this is what I was saying. I'm gonna get back to this. Oh, but I want to say, preface it with this too, because I'm grateful. I'm like, I hope that's not that song I'm thinking about. And I'm not talking about him now. I'm talking about. I'm like, I don't want to be the nigga to kick back and like, with my cigar in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, that's just a. I'm thinking like a cigar. This is like a cheap cigarette. Nigga, you talking about the brown cigar? Like, nigga, that's just a. But nah, though. What am I saying with this though? Oh, but like, you know what I'm saying? God, I'm grateful it's not Scarface. Lil Wayne got a song called Scarface. I got a little scar on my face, but that's beyond the point. But it's, God, I'm thinking about the fuck 'em. I'm just saying like that, but that's on me, because it's on me, so that's on me though. So I'm grateful it really wasn't the song called Scarface. But because I'm thinking about, like, say it's like Scarface, not a movie. Scarface the rapper did more than Scarface he told me that was Jay-Z, I word. But nah, because I was just thinking, I'm saying sometimes, and this is going back to another music thing. I'm prefacing with this. Oh shit. I'm not the most professional, but I'm just grateful I don't have to be. But I'll break that down another time too. But I was even reading this book. But I'm not gonna mention what book it is, but it's spelled TOA, but it's the Tao, right? So if you look up the Tao, and you can just type in the Tao, and then though, Wu-Tang, alright? Just do that. I'm talking about the same line. I don't type in, then press enter, then do that. Like, just do that, and you'll see the name of the book. So in that book though, either way. And I'll say that it's written by the RZA. Alright. So early on, when I don't know, early on in the career when it started taking off, like, it was basically, that's not the point. The point I'm making with his style, it was so not even unorthodox, it was so unprofessional, for instance. So I don't know if, I think it was just look up his backstory either way. I don't know if he had no like professional training or just no, but that's not the point. I thought that is the point. We're just say he had no literally even maybe it wouldn't be professional, but music proper. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying. That's not really the actual point I'm making with it. So people didn't say like the music industry. You can maybe say it was. I'm trying to think of like a Motown thing, but I'm trying to think like a person's name. So what I'm saying is more along the lines of, yo, this isn't even. See what? And we could go to a book then. It was Robert Kiyosaki mentioned in one of his books or whatever. Maybe it was in the story of it. Yeah. A great writer. It was like an English professor or something like that. Like, you suck at writing. it's like so. He was basically saying, yeah, you may be the best fucking writer, but I'm the best fucking selling author. I'm the best seller. Nigga, this many years consecutively. You know what I'm saying? So, but he saying he flunked out of English. He can admit he don't write that good. But it's more so, it's not so much always the writing, it's the information what you're writing. And on top of that, the ability to get that message out. So he was like, you can be the best writer, but I can be the best seller, the best selling writer, or the best selling author. My point is, you know what I'm saying, the way he put it, it was fly as fuck, but I'm just saying, so you get my point. And if you don't, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what I actually was saying. This was the preface of what I came off for. I just kind of wanted to write it down, so. Because, yeah, I'm about to shit on this motherfucking, I'm about to shit on this shit. But I had to go take a shit. That's why I was like, shit, let me just write this motherfucker down. I'm like, nigga, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like my first cup of coffee, I'm making that goddamn a nice simple laxative, you know what I'm saying? So this is why I did it, because I be having, it's better if I have a title for this shit before I do it, just to get, because it's like, damn, how I want to do it every time y'all creative and shit with the shit. But either way, why your, and then it's like that right there, so it's like fill in the blank. And I was thinking history, so I put that, but then I'm just put story, why your story matters, right? But I'll say even this, so we could just go along the lines of that. Because that's what I was came on it for. I'll break down the fucking essence of where I was, in my mind was at. So, we could say why, that's why I put, why your fill in the blank credit history matters. Okay. Why your academic history matters. It's more like, so so we'll say this. If I go into a person's office, say guidance counselor's office, and I'm like, this is why I was funny, because it's like, so if I say the thing, so why does my academic history matter if I'm trying to get into college? And then it should break down, well, why your academic history matters is because that's how they gauge and see, you understand? So, and then we could go, if I go to a credit counselor, so why does it's like, so he can say, why, so boom, so why and it's more of a natural flow, so why your credit history matters, is, you understand what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, so it's like, why, so, and that, why your credit history matters in order to, you understand what I mean? So it's more of what the fuck the shit is. So, but I was just thinking it's hilarious though, because I want to probably end it what I was in the beginning at. Cause I don't know if it's, I gotta look up the actual word of what I be saying I'm doing, because it is like a scenario, but I would just do this with Shorty, more like put her in her fucking present, and from like the past, see how different observations, even how someone's life could be going this way, but from like choices or even circumstances, how things can like completely change. So it could be like, I could put her in the fucking, sit her ass down, like yo, like I can. You're not able to see like what your choices is making today. So you can be thinking you're doing like something that's like kind of like more minuscule, but it's more like you're not understanding like how this is gonna affect your future, or how this even just right now can throw you off to, I know like that's not my point though. So what I'm saying, this is making it more fucking, not a serious thing, kind of, it was more of a funny thing. Cause I'm like, cause it's different. If you think about what I'm saying, it's like, yo, you could like have your dream shit on, but say I'm going to apply to, say I'm like, oh, I'm so excited about to graduate high school, it's time to apply. You're skipping to the motherfucking, is it? I mean, to the office, and like, let's get it. Everyone's preparing. I'm like, damn, my biggest dream, but I'm just daydreaming. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get to. And I'm just like, thinking of the best school I could think of, like nigga, the top notch nigga, that school of schools for but this amazing industry. And I'm like, I'm so grateful. And then like in an instance, it's like, you can't apply to this school, like, you know, it's like, why not? Like, what do you mean? I thought all things are possible. See, I'm like, let me take out let me pull it up on my phone. The Bible, I got Bible David. I mean, I just like, I got the Bible app. Like, okay, let's hear what you got to say about it. All things are possible through. It's like, but yeah, like you're looking at a biblical, a historical text. It's like, nigga, you don't realize even since it was written then, it still applies now, but you're not applying it in a applicationable way when you're trying to fill out this application to get. It's like, well, what are you talking about? Like, it's my wildest dream. It's like, I know I'll say it like this. It's like, I dreamed it last night. That's what I'm trying to break it down to. It's like, you just keep interrupting. You're arguing the person down. It's like, damn, well, I mean, you kind of can write. You do have to write like an application essay. Shit, with this type of way you're thinking, maybe shit, fuck it, let's do it. Like, you mean, goddamn, it's like you have to pay an application fee. But shit, if you're convincing me, and I'm not even telling you out of like your history, actually your academic history, because you're like, it's my wildest dream, and I'm thinking, okay, but looking at your grades and your test scores, and even like, I mean, all the things that the people will look, even like, I mean, your extracurriculars, it seems like you've just been doing shit off the script, like, nigga, like, to the point, like, you're making a brilliant argument. I mean, that's why I'm like, let me sit back and listen. So that's what I'm saying, though. Even in my mind before I was making this shit was completely different, because it's more like, sometimes if you have a great dream, it can start from more of a younger age. So therefore, it's like, yeah, you already know, like, what do I do to get into this certain place? But sometimes it is things, so it's like, well, dang, you was trying to more so challenge the status quo, obviously, like, you kind of, so that wasn't the point I was making, but shit, because you could be more so have a dream, but if it just kind of happened, like, oh shit, I'm dreaming, like, are you daydreaming? Like, yeah. So it just happened, where it's like, I had a dream to, but if you, like, that's what I'm saying, if you kind of have like a bigger picture dream, than even when you're, and that's what I'm saying, some people could be like, work their whole life, imputing their kids, like I'm saying, get good grades so you can get boom, 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 like, but more of a visionary type of thing. So I hear certain things and be like, yeah, it fits right in the boom, so you already kind of know what to do. So you're not just kind of going off the whim, kind of like, well, I'm going in school, I know I want to get good grades just because of whatever, or just want to pass, hanging out with the crowd, whatever. It's like you already have a certain mentality of like a bigger picture from even an early age. So sometimes it can be off your own initiative. Even we could even say as early as age 7, or we can go as later as like 7th grade. Like, oh snap, I really want to plug in, because like I can see if I do this, I can do this, which can lead to this, which can lead to a brighter future. So you kind of have a future type of thing already in play. So it's kind of like sometimes it is, if you put in the work, you may not, because it's like, yeah, because I actually seen a thing, it's like to get into certain schools, things they don't really tell you, in a sense I'm seeing outside of the academic, outside of certain extracurriculars, like certain extracurriculars or whatever the case may be. It's like if you're applying for a job, I've noticed, but I learned it somewhere along the way. When you're applying for a certain position, when you're asking, so say I worked at, say I worked in maintenance in grocery industry, and then I'm applying to another completely, because if you think about that, those could be two completely different industries. So when they say like, what kind of skills do you have, that's where you study that company you're applying for now, whatever the case may be. So you're writing not just what skills do you have, you're writing what skills could they use that you have. So you're not just writing what did you do in your past history, working history. You're writing things that you did in your past working history that would apply, but I'm going to use a different word. That would just, that you could apply, but that would be an asset that they can see you as valuable, because you see that company you're applying to as a value, so you want to be of value. So it's an exchange of value. But if you're just saying what skills, I have a skill to tap dance, it's not really, it's just a hobby. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but if it could apply, though, you could even, maybe not, but even you may have like a background of it, but it's more like a thing. But even if you say, well, and I'm not tap dancing, but it's more like, you're saying too much in that setting. Like, nigga, it's like a few bullet points. But I'm saying that, but no, why I bring it up though? You could literally even say for interview. That's how that's how I say that another time. But it's like, nah, I bring it up because I'm not dancing around the question, right? See, it's like, damn, well, that's what I was about to say. That you kind of cut me out. I'm like, I was thinking that. So I was like, well, I'm interested now. You may see that, like, oh, it's great to sit on the edge of the interviewer's seat. So I'm like, I'm sitting back now, and it's like a dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, he's sharp. He wit-witted. I can't even think the word would be. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Got the things to work. Yeah, I got a nice book over there too. I'll say that. That's what's up. Little pocket book. That awesome little shout out. See, that's what you do. See, that shit would be dope. I mean, it's fuck. Watch. I'm getting yeah, I come to the joint, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, like, I be like, this nigga, oh shit, fumble, oh, she see my book drop, I'm like, I don't see it, like, god damn, it's like, hey, you're dropping book, oh, this one. For real, so it's more like you can come in to the shit prepared, they don't even realize you have a pen and pad, but it's more like seems like it's like a pocket-sized padding, so they're thinking you're coming unprepared, but you're impressing, like, damn, he's agile. It's like more like a she's, I'm saying this and that, as opposed to bringing a notebook, you look prepared, you got your pen right here, you got your, I don't know, your glasses on your head, but they're like, let's see how smooth this person is, because you know, something's like, damn, I can't find my glasses. But if you really can't find your glasses, now even though you're very prepared, it's like, this person's kind of forgetful. Do I want to mention his glasses on his head, or it's like, because if he just had his glasses on already prepared, he wouldn't have had to go out the way to look for his glasses. You understand? So, but this is a black folk wit, wisdom and sayings. You understand? That's what's up though. A blessed brother. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go though. All right, that's what's up. Hold on. But so what I was going to with the example, I want to pause, but I want to actually just take a pregnant pause. Peace out. Salute. Let me see though. A part of me wants to leave you right here. A part of me wants to not go any further. A part of me is like, fuck that though. A part of me is like, well, let's keep going. So it's like, that's the whole thing. I'm like, so now I'm breaking down quarter by quarter by quarter by quarter. So it's like, hey, let's just hold up the, let's just finish strong. I mean, this that. That's how you know when you did like, damn, this motherfucker must have been putting in overtime for years. This nigga he passed the fourth quarter of even the thing. He in overtime already. I'm over here taking a pregnant motherfucker. Now, but that was a part of, like I said, I told my guy kind of told me, it's like about 2 years ago, a little over, roughly 2 years ago, something around the line. You gotta be able to see in the dark, but not even see in the dark, see without seeing. So it's like, that's why I made me see with your ears. But I don't even. Boy, if I might not look back at that shit specifically. But y'all can chime in, that's how you do it. Like, and that's the thing, never mind about that, because it's more, never mind, because that's what I'm saying, sometimes it's layers on top of layers. Niggas said, the fuck, that's what's up. Well, hold on for a second. Let me regather, you know what I'm saying? Oh. Yeah, so that's why I mentioned the tap dancing part, I'm right back either way. So it's more like when you could bring your tap dancing up, because it's more, I have the ability to like, I'm good with my footwork, that's very transferable, but I'm seeing like I could like, my feet can move fast, whatever the case may be. So without the tap dance, it ain't gonna be annoying, but like even I'm gonna have to do it with rhythm, but I'm saying either way, it's not, I'm not mentioning it because of the musical or whatever, the dance art form. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, I could like, what's it called, I'm trying to use the word that you would do. That's why I think to know the terminologies too. It's like, nigga, like, you know, like on the hop. But I'm trying to think of like how you put that. Like, I'm good with moving in a rhythmatic formation. So if the company strategy has this rhythm to it, like I can switch up the rhythm because I know the different tunes. You mean, so I don't always have to dance to the rhythm of my own beat. I can still be able to enjoy, I'm saying, a different type. So even just the whole different, I also enjoy, I've also done this type of dancing, which I'm just saying that, but I'm saying more so fuck it, but you can make that a thing of completely, oh, this person thinks outside the box, we need that. You see that, you're like, I'm certain what you wrote just now was, he has the ability, and I'm playing. It was like, no, I just noticed, I could kind of see, I was just, never mind, but it is right there. Like, it's like we're not even that far away. It's like, yeah, I know. But I'm saying though, my point is, you can make it. So that's what I'm saying. You can even kind of. I like how that's what I'm saying. I didn't even mention that there, but finesse that. Shout out to Moment. But I'm saying more so even like, not so much that, but it's like kind of like not so much get a person to question your ability, but kind of you can get an interview with what you wrote on the thing, but then on top of that, you're bringing up stuff, so tell me a bit about yourself. And then it's more like, well, why did he even mention that? Like, it has nothing to do. And then it's like, but it's like, well, damn, he kind of did wrap that around. We could use that type of, like, damn. So now you're actually, like, you're actually, just like interviewing for a more entry level, and even on top, and within the interview, you're getting promotion after promotion after promotion after promotion. It's like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? You're getting a promotion without even requesting a promotion, and you're not even like, you're just having a conversation. And you're like, damn, well, I actually, you're kind of like, and then the person, you reject the offer at the end, because it's like, well, nah, I want to actually work in this. I'm grateful for the promotion. I was going to work my way up, but I want this particular thing. It's like, you know what, you got that. Even though, it's like, damn, I want you to be at the, whenever you say the word, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I mean, you get the increased pay, you get the Oval Office, but I understand why, so I peeped that. Like, that's pretty cool. I get where you're coming from, and that's only because you've connected with me on such a personable level. I can actually understand when I'm not even questioning why you're requesting. You know what I'm saying? Shit, yeah, like, shit, the person, like, shit, this motherfucker had me, when you leave the door, like, this motherfucker had me shaking in my boots. I'm like, damn. I was basically offering him my position. And shit, I'm glad he did reject. I wasn't even thinking, like, let me say my wife, nigga, like, nigga, shit, I would have been at home, fucking upset as fuck, like, hold on, I just fired myself, nigga, and I'm out of, for real. Fuck. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do at this point? Shit. But I'm just kind of fucking with it. But I'm talking about this year. It's what's up. It's just you just asked the whole thing too. You have the ability to communicate. We can do that. It's more. That's why I told you. I'd say this. It's why you do shit. So I went to school. That's why I still take that shit. I went to school for communication when I did. I'm like, fuck that shit. It's like I don't really like the business classes. But the reason I'm already in the business. That's my point. I'm already like significantly into it. So even when I went into communications, I already have a certain business mindset or acumen. So I already know why I'm even going to communications, because I'm like, yo, if I can actually connect with a person on a humane or just human level, then that's what's up. Because I already be studying certain business shit. So, but that's what I'm saying. Unless I'm communicating with the animal, I may have to be like a dog whisperer or understand how to communicate with animals. Which, yes, of course, it's still communication. But I'm saying, on any level, the ability to communicate, you can get. I'm trying to think of just the terms like. You can negotiate like great deals. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about shit like that. Or you can, you know what I'm saying? It's more so you can have all the knowledge about some shit, but your ability to even communicate what you understand or what you don't understand can make a difference. You could even just know how to communicate. You can get more information because a person may take a liking or you just know the questions to ask. So you're not even wasting their time, so they're more willing to, like, you're asking more so the right question because you already understand like important questions, so you're getting more information. But it's like, yeah, they're willingly giving it to you because you're not really. You can have you could say have great questions and take 20 minutes as opposed to you just have no direction and it takes 40 minutes. So that's what I mean by it. It's more you can even cut the time just by kind of already having your own, if you want to say, business mind. No, but so that's what I mean. So it's even like I'm grateful like for the communications major, because that's why you can communicate better when you. I learned how to communicate more effectively when I can communicate more effectively with myself. So me understanding myself, what are my needs, what are my concerns, what am I looking for? I'm like, yo, that's what's up. How do I word it to myself? Let me communicate that shit to myself in a way that's gonna fucking motivate me to like want to even do this shit. And then I don't know what moves to make there, but then if I need some assistance along the way, I already communicate that shit to myself in such a fucking way. I'm like, damn, nigga. I didn't coach myself out of depression. I'm over here got a pep in my step just because shit. I'm like, nigga, this is uplifting as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, damn. Alright, I'm about to be out though, just cause. But that's how I started off when like thinking about the dream of a sense of, well, damn, that doesn't make sense. I mean, I get what you're saying now, or I could just not get what you're saying, but it's like, damn. But you don't understand. You had a dream to get to this college, even the college period. You didn't realize like you've been in the class now for the past. So it's like I'm certain you're joking, but you sound serious as fuck. Like you haven't. Like yeah, but it's like yeah, like in every joke there's a bit of truth. I mean, I was a class clown, but I wasn't trying to clown around and flunk my grades. So you can be still be a class clown, but still. You know what I'm saying? Like you would think about that. You make the whole class laugh, but when it's time to even this participation, you still can answer correct. And then at kind of the test time, it ain't like you don't study or even you don't know the answers. So you pass all the damn class. Then you pass all the thing. We just said you get straight A's, but you still the class clown just because you just motherfuckers is laughing like a motherfucker. And even if you get sent to the office every time, you're like, well, yeah, I got the first I always, it's like I understand the first and the last few moments or 5 minutes of class is going to be the most important. So basically, I just fucking, get the most important information. Like go to the principal's office. Now I'm actually cool with the principals. I'm like, what's up though? So I missed the whole damn middle 40 minutes, but I just like, it's more like I go back to class, or even I just get the assignments from the other students, or I just pass by and listen in, or the principal's like, yeah, I get his syllabus all the time. I already know the things. Like, how does he do this? And it's like, or else you just go back and to get back to class. Like, I mean, I discipline him enough so every time you get back in the class for the last 5 minutes, so you get to even basically skip the whole class. You just kicking it. And the principal's like, yeah, I'm busy. You could just, because it's like he's like, this motherfucker smart as fuck to the point he don't even have to be in class because he just knows how to fucking get the information. And then he's like, yeah, you have the, obviously you get a textbook and then you just get the assignment. So and then he's like, yeah, this motherfucker smart as fuck. And then you don't even realize what you're doing. You get the syllabus, so you already have the basis of the fucking assignments right there. And if there's any like a pop quiz is more unexpectedly, shit. You make the rest of the whole class laugh, and then on top of that, if you're not a boys' school, if there's just co-ed, you may have a way with the ladies. Shit, the girls would fucking, you don't even have to get them to do your homework, but even with that, you can still pass. But then if you have a way with the ladies, you can just, like, how does this motherfucker kick his feet up? And every time you understand, it seems like girls they're so smooth, they pass some notes, but is it romantic notes or is it the answer? Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga just got all the answers, nigga. Damn. But it's like, he ain't got all the answers. Nigga, all the cuties in the class when you got the answers. This is the story of a lifetime. Or not a lifetime story. I'm not talking about them looking at it. Like, I don't like saying certain shit like this. I'm saying like lifetime movies like nigga. But I'm just saying, like, god dang, it becomes a fatal attraction and shit. Like, god dang, that's why. When you got away with the ladies, you gotta be protective of the ladies. Because it's like, nigga, the other ladies, if you don't like, if 10 women will say find interest in you, but then 100 other women still do, but they're like, why the fuck can't? Then it's more like the army is out battle. It's like, if we can't have them, these other 10, so even if it's 10, it's kind of like it's 1 on 10, even though it's 10 on 100. So it's like you gotta kind of like, nigga, let me like. He's like, cool it, man. Cool it. No, for real. Like, let me slow down with this shit. Cause I'm like, nigga, these girls, the girls I do like, they're so amazing. They like me. I'm like, I'm grateful I have numerous. I mean, I get the top of the top, but at the same time, I got that kind of like, oh my goodness. These other girls want to rip their heads, their little cute heads off. Like, you understand? So it's kind of like you even got to kind of dial that back. So that's where the class clown or just the be able to be social, so you're not making the other girls that you're not necessarily particularly interested in, but you can still find them interesting. It's just you're not that type of interested. You understand? But you still see them as they're wonderful. Like you see the different types of talents. It's not. No, it's not. It's like you're amazing. So it's more you still make them feel amazing, even though you're not romantic or just interested in that way. They still look at you like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that nigga cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like that. Oh, so that's what, yeah, it's a better with them, like people pleaser. So you're not a people pleaser. You're a what's the word called? People person? Person people? No, what's the word called? You're a people person. I think that's actually, because yeah, so. And that's the same thing too, not necessarily people person, because even that's why I say you can learn a lot from people who ain't people, just aren't good socially. So that's why I told you can learn from even, if you think about nerds, nigga, obviously they have a lot of fucking academia type of gift. Now I don't know if that's a word, but they're very knowledgeable, if you will. But then if you think about people who just aren't, like, what the fuck is this motherfucker be doing? He be like kind of weird. That's why I say sometimes it's like, damn, oh, this is a whole other topic actually, so never mind. But I'm grateful. I be getting nice with these more longer ones. So now I just gotta post them. So that's why I'm grateful I already just, well, this was a different setting, and then at the same time, some platforms you don't need it, but some platforms, like I said, I can more so make my own picture of the shit, and then on top of that, some platforms is more, it ain't really necessary to have a title. It is, but I can just really just make it. Shit, I made it. Yeah, you can make it a different title, but that's what's up though. You say 1Q, right? That's one Quincil. He said, Yen, it's just how I be feeling. Now let's go though. The girl gonna know about that shit. Now let's go.